Hey y'all, marvelous Monday. Welcome to the first ever Momentum Minutes video. In the introduction video that I shared earlier, we cannot afford, especially in this time, to let voting be our last step to civic engagement. So let's get into it, because today is a very important day to Georgians in the laws that impact us and our communities each day. So why all the hype? Today is Georgia's legislative session. So what's legislative session? Great question. The legislative session is the lawmaking period of the Georgia General Assembly. And per the Georgia Constitution, the session can't exceed 40 days and has to start the second Monday of January. So today, and on a normal non-pandemic year, it ends around the beginning of April. Right now, it's unclear whether the 2021 session will run straight through or if lawmakers will be forced to suspend, but we shall see. All right, so these legislators, aka lawmakers, I'll use that term interchangeably, they take ideas from a legislative committee, advocacy organization, citizens, which is us, and then decide whether or not they want to sponsor a bill addressing these needs or ideas. Now, that decision can either result in the creation of a new law or a bill that changes an existing law, which either way can greatly impact us. Now, for my Indiana friends, I don't know many of your issues specifically, but I do know that your legislative session started on January 4th. So that means that you too can get engaged. Like today, right now, you can get engaged and you can talk to your legislators and use some of these tools that I'm going to provide to you. All right, so let's get back to Georgia and some of the issues that we foresee coming up this legislative session. Issues that are very important to all residents, especially you as this new civically engaged citizen that we are working to create. All right, so we are going to see some legislation around voter rights. This legislation could impact access to the ballot box, including limiting absentee voting and ballot drop boxes. Definitely going to be a lot of discussion around this, seeing Georgia's recent blue wave. All right, now lawmakers are also expected to pursue more changes to criminal justice practices, including the repeal of the state's citizen arrest law, which was made all too real with the killing of Ahmaud Arbery. Lawmakers may also look at the future of no-knock warrants. We could also see legislation on reproductive rights and women's rights and gambling in Georgia. Now, as I've said before, these legislators, these lawmakers were elected by the people, which means they serve us, they represent us, and they work for us. So we have to hold them accountable. But before we do all the accountability and holding them accountable, we have to know who they even are, which leads me to my homework. It's not a lot for this week. And that is finding out who your representative is and their contact information. You can even go a step further and email them. Okay, so let's see. We want to find out who your state representative is, who your state senator is, who your governor is, mayor, city council member, and county commission chair. Okay, so that's not a lot of people. It's really quickly. I know for my Georgia friends, it's super easy to find. If you go to your My Georgia voter page, you type in all of your necessary information if you are a registered voter, and you'll be able to see, it's going to be a small box down on your right. Don't worry, I'm going to screenshot this and put everything in our carousel for this week so you can be able to find out exactly where that information is. Out of state folks, your state should have a very similar portal or page for you to access that information. Y'all, it's really not that hard. Even if you want to take it a step further and email them, I will put a template. All you do is drop your name, drop your district, even some of the issues that matter to you, and send them a quick email just to start getting you civically engaged. All right, friends, so I know that was a ton of information, but it's important information. We have to keep this momentum going. Voting was cool, but the civic engagement thing is real. This advocacy thing is real. So thank you all so much for joining me on my first video. There will be plenty more. I'm super geeked about next week, as we will have one of my best friends and my ace in advocacy who really teaches me everything and got me into local government, Justin, to join us and talk about the 3 P's of advocacy and also give us an update of the first week of legislative session. Y'all, it's been real. Have a great week. Love y'all.